It got to the point where I wanted to go out and buy a burqa because if you went outside the door, everybody recognised you, everybody wanted to talk to you and ask you things, and everyone was your friend, everybody knew you.
Right, if you just move a little bit further along the gate there.
No sooner you'd come home, someone else would want to come and see where the horse was bred, because they didn't believe it.
And so now the horse they nicknamed Sick Note is set to be entered for the 2010 Grand National.
After Dream won the Welsh National, there really wasn't anywhere for him to go, apart from the Grand National. And of course, we'd be taking him back to the scene of where he almost died.
I didn't think it was fair on the horse. I think it's a hard race. He just won the Welsh National. To me, that was the cream.
I thought it was too big for him. And you're talking like 40 horses cramming around him and them fences.
We were going back to a place where he'd had that serious injury, and most people say, well, why are you going there? Because he'd earned his right to be there. That's why we go in there. Dream had earned it.
Howard, he was on a roller coaster, and he felt the time was right. If we didn't do it then, we wouldn't do it at all. If he won, he'd go down in history, wouldn't he? Walking around, then all of a sudden the horses are parading, the roar goes up, you've got to be there to see it. It gives you goose pimples.
When I saw him in the paddock, and I swear that this is true, you could hear a pin drop. Because everybody's thinking, oh my God, those horses, our horses, are going out there to actually do something that can kill you.
I stood by them fences, and they are big fences. And it's not just jumping them, because you got to go over something like that.
And so the whole lead up to it became phenomenally distorted. Did we have his injury fixed to put his life in danger?
And they're off and racing, and King John's Castle has refused to leave the starting area, so casualty before the race has really begun. Irish Raptor, Black Appalachia amongst those that are show up on the run towards the first state of play. Ballyholland going up the inside. Hello Buds towards the centre of the race course.
So it's Eric's Charm goes at the first. Several casualties in behind as well. Vic Venturi was quite badly hampered.
Then Hello Bud followed by Snowy Morning and Dream Alliance. They take Beaches, Connor Castle out in front.
Watching them over in the bad mistake there. Armour Supreme is the one that's gone at the chair.
Dream Alliance with a flashy white face is just in behind them as they go. As they continue their progress down towards Beaches. Backstage has gone. There were two.
He was going tremendous. Bloody hell, he's going to come somewhere here, if not win it, I said to Janet.
Before Beaches, clear.
And Vic Venturi has also come down at that melee at the previous fence. They go now towards Beaches, broken back, Black Appalachia.
I'd lost all sense of fear for him. He was absolutely loving it. But of course, as we now know, he did have an issue. It was proved that Dream suffers from blood vessels. He breaks blood vessels, which makes him feel like he's drowning internally as his lungs fill up.
Five fences out, he just stopped. It gives you a sensation of choking. But of course, once it had eased back down, he wanted to run again then, you know. But it was too late, he couldn't.
We didn't want it to end. He'd only had a few races back, so we persevered.
I would have retired him then. But for Howard, I think he thought Dream was invincible, that he was going to go on forever. He felt that when the horse stopped, it was the end of a chapter in his life.
His final race, from the moment the tape went up, he didn't try a leg. He just said no. We knew, really in our heads, not our hearts, but both, that it was over.